Welcome back, survivors. I'm your guide through the forgotten places, and today we're going underground, way underground. If you're watching this, you've probably already scavenged the surface settlements clean. The easy pickings are gone. Now it's time to talk about what everyone whispers about, but few dare to attempt. Delving into the deep caves and sublevels beneath the old cities. Before we begin, let me be clear. The caves don't care about your confidence. They don't care about your gear, and they absolutely don't care about your survival. But with the right knowledge, you might just make it back with something worth the risk. So grab your pack, check your breathing mask one more time, and let's talk about how to not die in the dark. First rule of cave diving in the wasteland. Tell someone where you're going. I know. Trust is currency these days, and you don't want every scavenger in the territory knowing about your secret entrance. But here's the thing. If you don't come back up in 48 hours, you want someone to know where to definitely not look for your body. I'm kidding mostly. You want them to at least know which cave system consumed you. Leave a note. Hide it somewhere only your chosen contact knows about. Include your entry point, your planned route if you have one, and your expected return time. Add 12 hours to whatever you think you'll need, because time moves differently down there, and not in a fun way. Now let's talk about marking. You'll need chalk, lots of it, the bright orange kind if you can find it. Every intersection, every turn, every tunnel branch, you're making an arrow pointing back the way you came. Not where you're going, where you came from. Because when you're running from something in the dark and your headlamp is dying, you're not going to remember which tunnel was which. But you'll remember that arrows point toward survival. Here's the technique. Make your arrow big, at least 2 feet long. Add a perpendicular line at the tail. That line, that's your insurance policy. It tells you which direction is definitely wrong, even if the arrow gets smudged. Mark high on the wall, head height, or above. Floods happen, water rises. Your knee-level arrows won't help you when you're swimming. You're standing at the cave mouth now. Let's say it's one of the old subway entrances, half collapsed, overgrown with those mutated vines that glow faintly in the dark. Convenient, creepy, and they taste terrible. Don't ask how I know. Before you step inside, stop. Just stop. Listen for 30 seconds. You're listening for water, for movement, for breathing that isn't yours. You're listening for the echo quality. A cave that eats sound completely means it's full of something. Debris, organic matter, or things that used to be people. A cave with good echo means open chambers, space to maneuver. Mark your entrance on the outside. Big X in orange chalk. Why? Because when you stumble out 3 days later, dehydrated and possibly hallucinating, you need to know this is your exit and not just another dark hole in the rubble. Take a reading of your radiation counter here. Write the number on the wall. You'll want to compare it to readings deeper, and if the numbers start climbing significantly, you'll know you're heading toward something that really doesn't want company, or something that used to be a power source and is now just a slow death sentence. You're in. The temperature drops immediately. In the old world, caves stayed 55 degrees year-round. These days, who knows what the temperature means anymore? What matters is that it's different from outside, and your body is going to react. Give yourself 5 minutes to adjust. Breathe slowly. Let your eyes adapt, even though you've got your headlamp. Speaking of headlamps, you brought 3 light sources minimum, right? Headlamp, handheld torch, and chemical backup sticks. The rule is simple. 1 is none, 2 is 1, 3 is maybe enough. Your primary light will fail. It's not pessimism, it's physics and bad luck. Start marking immediately, even if the tunnel doesn't branch. Even if it seems straightforward. Arrow pointing back to the entrance, make it ceremonial if you want. I like to think of it as leaving breadcrumbs for my own ghost. The floor is going to be unstable, rubble, old trash, things that might have been people once. Step carefully. Test your weight before committing. A twisted ankle down here isn't an inconvenience. It's a tragedy waiting to happen. Watch for tripwires. I'm serious. Some of the old survivor camps booby-trapped their territory before whatever got them finally got them. A bellstring trap is just annoying. A collapse trap will bury you where you stand. 20 minutes in, you'll hit your first intersection. This is where amateurs panic and professionals shine. Stop, breathe. This is what we prepared for. Check your chalk. Make your arrow pointing back. But now, add information. I use a simple code. One horizontal line means this path is clear for at least 50 feet. 2 lines mean it branches again soon. 3 lines. That means I found something interesting but dangerous. Look at each tunnel option. You're checking for air movement. Hold up a chemical stick and watch the smoke. Air movement means the tunnel goes somewhere. Still air means it might dead end. Or worse, it might be filled with bad gas. The kind that makes you sleepy before it makes you dead. Sniff carefully. I know it sounds stupid, but your nose knows things your equipment doesn't always catch. Sweet smell, decay, probably organic, metallic temps, old machinery possibly leaking, chemical burn in your nostrils. Back away, that tunnel is not your friend. Choose the path with the best airflow that doesn't smell like death. Mark your choice with a double arrow. You'll thank yourself later. You're deeper now, maybe an hour in, maybe 2. Time gets slippery down here. Your watch still works, but your brain doesn't quite trust it. This is normal, this is fine. This is why we mark everything. The tunnels are changing character. Maybe you've transitioned from subway to service corridors, or from natural cave to old maintenance access. The walls tell stories. Water stains show you historical flood levels. Scratch marks show you something with claws came through. Boot prints in the dust show you someone else made it this far. Follow the boot prints or avoid them. That's the gambler's question. They made it deep, which means they knew something. They might have found treasure. Or they might have found what killed them, and you're about to meet it too. I usually follow prints going in opposite directions of each other. That means someone came back out. Prints going only one way. That's a horror story waiting for an ending. Your radiation counter is clicking more frequently. Not dangerous yet, but worth noting. Mark the wall with your reading. If you're keeping a map, and you should be, note the increase. Hotspots mean old world tech could be valuable, could be deadly, could be both. Let's talk about discovery. You're not down here for the view, you're looking for salvage. Medical supplies from old bunkers, pre-war tech that somehow survived, seeds in vacuum-sealed containers, clean water sources. The good stuff. When you find a room or chamber, stop at the threshold. Shine your light around the perimeter first. You're looking for movement, for tripwires, for structural instability. That ceiling looks solid. Look again. See those cracks? That's a ceiling that's thinking about becoming a floor. Found supplies, don't rush in. Mark the doorway. Take one item. Wait 30 seconds. Nothing collapsed. Nothing attacked. Good. Proceed with caution. Fill your pack methodically. You need to carry this back out, and a heavy pack in tight tunnels is its own special kind of hell. Found something weird, and you will find weird things. Glowing fungi, strange tech that hums, rooms that are inexplicably warm. Here's the protocol. Observe, mark it clearly with a warning symbol. Maybe take a photo if your camera still works, and move on. The wasteland made strange things, and the strange things are usually hungry. Let's talk about the scenarios. First scenario, your main light dies. This is why you have backups. Switch to your handheld. Don't panic, follow your arrows. They're reflective for a reason. Keep moving toward the exit at a steady pace. Panic wastes oxygen and makes you stupid. Second scenario. You hear something. Stop moving. Kill your light. Wait, listen. Is it coming closer? Is it moving away? Is it just the cave settling? Down here, rocks sound like footsteps. Water sounds like breathing. Your own heartbeat sounds like drums. Give it 2 minutes. If the sound doesn't repeat or get closer, proceed carefully. Third scenario. You're lost. Your arrows are gone, or you can't find them. This is the big one. This is the nightmare. First, stop walking. Sit down. You're not more lost sitting than standing, and you'll save energy. Check your supplies, how much water, how much light. Do the math. Ration accordingly. Now, follow the air. Not the still air, the moving air. It's coming from somewhere and going somewhere. Usually, moving air will lead you to a larger space or an exit. It's not guaranteed, but it's better than random choices. If you absolutely cannot find your way, make camp. Use your emergency whistle. 3 short blasts every 30 minutes. Sound travels in caves. Maybe someone hears you, maybe not, but it's better than wandering until you drop. You've got your salvage. You've explored as far as safe allows. Now comes the hardest part. Going back, every instinct says to rush. You're tired, you want sunlight, you want out. But rushed is how you fall. Rushed is how you miss a crucial turn. Rushed is how you become another cautionary tale. Follow your arrows religiously. Each one is a small victory. Each intersection you recognize is progress. Count your markers, if you numbered them. Running count means you know how close you're getting. Your body is going to be exhausted. The adrenaline is wearing off. Your pack is heavy with salvage. This is when mistakes happen. Force yourself to maintain protocol. Check each step. Watch the ceiling. Keep your breathing steady. When you see natural light, don't sprint for it. I know you want to. That circle of daylight looks like salvation. But the transition from dark to light can blind you. The entrance might be watched by others who saw you go in and waited for you to return with goods. Approach carefully. Observe before emerging. You're out. Congratulations, survivor. You made it deeper than most dare and came back with proof. Mark this entrance on your personal map. Note what you found, what the radiation levels were, how far you went. These details matter. This cave might have more to offer, or it might be getting more dangerous. Either way, knowledge is the difference between survival and statistics. Clean your gear, restock your supplies, and most importantly, rest. The caves will still be there tomorrow. They're patient. They've been waiting since before the world ended, and they'll wait a little longer. Before we sign off, remember, the deep places aren't evil. They're just indifferent. They don't hate you, they simply don't notice you. Respect that indifference. Prepare properly, mark everything, trust your training, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find what you're looking for without becoming another echo in the dark. Stay safe out there, survivors, or rather, stay safe down there. And I'll see you in the next guide where we're going to talk about navigating the flooded sectors. Bring your swimming skills and your sense of humor. You'll need both.